Arrowhead. My name's Nick Russo here at the Big A. Today's my very honor to show you this beautiful GLS63 SUV from AMG. First things you're going to notice is the vertical grille, which is the Pan Americana grille from our 1950s race when they won that race in Mexico, Pan Americana. So that was the grille on the car. It's not something they just made up. It's a heritage item from Mercedes, the brand itself. Looks bold, looks great on this SUV. As you'll notice up here as well with the huge star, that's got our huge Doppler radar behind it. This car does have the driver's assistance package on it, so you're going to get the upgraded safety features. As you can see around the front, the cosmetic kit has been all updated. The ground effects, the low scoop, all much more aggressive. As you can see, the fender arches on the front, all more aggressive. The new lighting cluster, got the single torch LED light. You're still going to get the 3 eyes in there to designate S-Class, as you can see, so a great update. On the hood, huge power domes, which signifies that we usually have a thirsty, hungry, speed-efficient V8 under there. And let me show you, the V8 has been upgraded. So, it's still your 4-liter power plant, but what they've done is they put that internal starter generator in there. So it's a hybrid power plant, which essentially is going to electrify the first turbocharger, giving you that torque that you desire off the line to just fly away in this car. 603 horsepower is being produced out of this beast, a little over 612 torque for your get up and go. As you can see, safety features have been advanced in the car. The bulkhead gets pushed forward. That's going to give you a better crash surface, so the immediate impact is going to start earlier and then transfer through the cabin, leaving your cabin intact. As you can also see, they came up with this nice little carbon fiber steel kind of thing they made up called Organon. It's like twice as stronger than steel, but way lighter than steel. So all in here to give you performance, but of course, class-leading safety. And when you close the hood, you know it's a Benz, because nothing else sounds like that on the road. Coming around the front here as well, as you're going to see, you got these beautiful 22-inch AMG wheels, side running boards, and if you want, I'll make my way around to the back of the car and show you the rear. Welcome to this beautiful rear end of this sexy GLS63. One of the nice things about, if you don't know the heritage or what's going on with AMG right now, AMG is starting to branch out away from the brand and make its own brand. So with this beautiful car and other entry-level AMG cars, you're going to get this beautiful, sleek, all-black AMG key to signify that you are in an AMG car. This is not a Mercedes-Benz, it is an AMG, and they're trying to distinguish the differences between those cars because there is a lot going on now inside the brand. One of the nice things, even for a huge rear hatch, you have the convenience feature. Just put your foot underneath there, and real easily that huge door will come open. So of course, if you have packages and things like that, you can easily just store them. One of the people, most people ask me, who's this car for? This car is for families, big families, or for people that are traveling around with large families where you need 7 people or 6, because you do have the option for a captain's chairs in this to give you the 6-person configuration. But if you just don't want to get a minivan, you just don't want to get the average SUV, you need something to scratch the itch, still move a lot of people, and basically get race car, performance in a huge SUV, this is who it's catered after. Handmade V8, and you have all of the space for almost a family of 8, right? Okay, so inside the rear hatch, you have the sunshade, which is, of course, completely removable. You can store it underneath the floorboard. Underneath here, there's just a little storage bay right there that locks in place to get rid of that. The seats all fold down very easily. On the right side, you're going to have the back row. On the left side, you're going to have the middle row. You have 2 buttons, of course, on this side, 2 on this side, and then you got this all button. Very nicely, if you pull that all button, push the all button, as you see, it will take a short amount of time to get both 2 rows down very easily and almost flat. That's the key to this deal. Previous to these kind of SUVs, these big SUVs and vans and minivans, you had to remove the seats, pull something up, a bench up to get the back down. This, as you can see inside, is pretty flat, so you can get a lot of storage in here. And then also, the main thing, bumper is low for safety reasons, but also ease of access to get into the rear hatch. And then the mouth that they cut here to get all sorts of big size things. I like to say this can acquire a 55-inch TV box. So if you fit that in your head, I don't know what the exact dimensions are, but If you've been in Best Buy and you got that 55-inch TV box, it'll slide right in there. So it'll give you an idea of exactly how much size you have in this huge GLS. So that's the back. Let me bring you inside where the magic happens. All right, welcome inside this lush GLS63 SUV by AMG. It is specced out. It might look like it's just black and no big deal, but it is specced out with a fabulous interior. This is a Designio signature exclusive interior. As you can see with this cross stitching, has our Dynamica going through the inside to give you that like suede feeling, or Alcantara if you know that brand, but we make our own called Dynamica. Real sleek, real smooth. Also, both of these chairs in the front have the massaging feature with the multi-contour seats. So not only will they give you a comfortable massage, they'll get hot, they'll get cold, and they'll also hold you in place with the side bolsters that when you're taking a left or a right, you will feel this bolster right here come and grab you and actually hold you in place while you're making these turns for the passenger and the driver. Comes out of our S-Class, now is in our S-Class SUV, the GLS. And then look at this interior. You have our 12.3-inch twin displays. This is set up in the Monosport, which is only available in an AMG car to get this particular display inside the car. Beautiful 13.5-inch flat bottom AMG steering wheel, all wrapped in Napa. You have the F1 controllers here on the steering wheel where you can set sport, cruise, sport plus, comfort right there instead of going down here to shift it. So you can shift it right there just like you would see on an F1 car. 7-time F1 champions, Mercedes-Benz Petronas, AMG, does it again. That's where these motors come from. That's where everything comes from. They prove everything on the track, and then it matriculates down into our cars. EQ came from our EQ cars, the Silver Arrow. So this all comes from F1. They race to win, but they race to learn how to get more performance in these cars, and it all comes into the street. And that's where this all comes from. You got some favorites right here, so if you want, you could toggle, this has the Sport Tune suspension, so you got the AMG exhaust on there. If you want to put your cancel button here for your auto stop button, you can change those to your favorites right there, and just on a push like that, it's activated. As you can see, I'm automatically in sport mode. You can have now a touchscreen, which they finally put in the cars. They've changed the touchpad. You used to have a knob or a touchpad over here. That's gone. Much more hyper responsive with haptic feedback, so you can see actually when you're moving over one of the icons. You have your return arrow, your home arrow, just like you have your home arrow right here, all touch screen here. Cell phone smooth sensitivity, so you're not pushing and dragging. It'll just move easily. I'm sure you noticed it by now, but we have this beautiful ambient lighting all throughout the cabin, on my feet, and sort of the cups of the door, going through the whole wing display. It makes the car pop, especially when you got this black on black look. And as you can see, it's actually changing colors as I'm speaking because it's on the multi-color feature. You can set just one color, multicolor, or you can set climate. So like right here, you see that I hit the up for hot. It changed my color right there for climate because this looks I'm getting for the heat. So if you go cold here, it's going to turn it to blue, as you can see. So it's all the ambient lighting. That's a new feature that's coming through on our new 2021 or 22 S-Class, whatever they're going to call it. That's going to be a big feature in our cars where it's actually going to tie into our blind spot monitors now. So when you put on your left turn signal in our car, you're going to get that triangle to light up for you, flash at you, and you're also going to get an audible alert in the cabin. What is also coming in the future is our ambient lighting is going to light up too to give you that warning. So that's coming in the future as well with the car. Other features in this car, you have a beautiful Burmester surround sound stereo. You've got this thing called frame bass, where they actually put an enclosure right here in the base of the door, so you're going to feel that low bass reverberate through your feet and your legs and actually into your body. All a Burmester exclusive for Mercedes-Benz. You got speakers all over this car. If you look up, you have a huge panoramic sunroof, extends back behind where the passengers are in the rear, closes with just a simple touch of the button here. The sunshade actually will close by voice command. So if you get into our new MBOX infotainment system, which can be controlled by finger here, or on our steering wheel, these two easy to control thumb pads right here can do the work. Or you can say just, hey Mercedes,
how can I help?
Set the temperature to 72 degrees.
I'm setting the temperature on the front passenger side to 72 degrees.
And just like that, you can take control of the car by hand, by voice, or any way of the two that you want to do. Just like when you have your cell phone, the million things it does, you use it for the things you use and you get familiar with those, but you have multi-functionality all throughout the cabin and you can do it any way that you like. It's tailored to you. A couple of other cool things that this car has in it. Let me just move the keys here real quick. This has the hot and cold cup holders right there, so it'll keep your fluids hot or cold depending on what they are. You also have the QI charger right here, so you can rest your cell phone right there wirelessly and it will charge for you. Up here, you have the new data ports, which are going to be on the USB-C ports, which are coming out for all the new phones. You'll plug in through there. The reason why we're using those is because it's going to charge your phone faster and the connectivity is faster. So you're not going to have any delays if you're getting traffic or anything from the from your phone, like navigation. So if you do plug in your iPhone or your Android phone, that'll display right here on the screen, just like your phone, and you can use either Apple Maps, Waze, or Google Maps displayed right here and use the functionality of the car to control your phone. So 2 ways to get navigation. And then also, our new navigation inside the car is nothing to sneeze at. It has augmented reality. So what's going to be going on is when you're getting directions from the car, no more will you just have this cartoon map. It's actually going to pop on the front camera in the car, give you a live picture of the road, and it's going to overlay with augmented reality what it wants you to do. So it'll have the street names over the live picture of the road. It'll also have the arrows and the directions it's trying to get you to do. Real hard now to miss what the car is asking you to do when you're getting directions. So with the augmented reality, you're covered there. If you want to use your cell phone, you're covered there. This car has just about everything in it. And the only way you're going to be able to experience it is to come see me, Nick Russo, here at Mercedes-Benz of Arrowhead, 480-550-2255. I look forward to meeting you. Have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this video.